Well, I just ran up to Cycle Gear locally. On the website, they listed they had 3 large bottles, so I was going to buy all 3. Well, they only had 2, so I only bought 2. Sorry, Kevin, you don't get yours. But they did have one of the smaller bottles, and I bought that just so I got a new sprayer. Anyway, S100 is really, really, really neat stuff. I like it a lot. And no, I don't advertise it or sell it. I just thought I'd tell you. Spray it on your bike, cool bike, and rinse it off with cool water, and dry it. Use a little brush if you want on hard spots. I don't know, whatever makes it better. But this stuff is magic. I can take a bike on my lift and put a big towel underneath of it, spray down the engine, rinse it off with another spray bottle of cold water, and what ends up in the towel is not that much. And then I can just throw the towel in the wash and wash it. Of course, I have my own washing machine out in the shop because my wife got tired of finding grease in the family washing machine. But anyway, this stuff is neat. I'll show you how it works when I go outside and work on that Norton engine. All right, let's see what time it is. It's 3:30. I've been working on the Norton engine out in front of my driveway. I've put, I think, 3 series of S100 on it. Brush it off, rinse it off, brush it off, rinse it off. And it looks pretty darn good. I don't know how well this video is coming out. Let's get down here and try to get the engine from the side. It's so bright out here I can't hardly see. There, that's better. So, looks pretty good. Walk around it. Get down in here. This side looks nice. Not bad for one pass. Well, actually 3 passes, because like I say, I did at least 3 applications and 3 wash-offs. So the hardest thing about washing a motorcycle in Arizona is keeping it wet long enough to dry it, because the water evaporates really quick. So let's see if I can spin this around while holding the camera so you can get a nice bright shot there. And we'll keep it going around. Hopefully won't have a disaster, so we can have a bright shot there. So it's looking good. Now what I'm going to do is rotate this thing, because it will rotate, isn't that cool? And work on the bottom of the engine for a while. Okay, there's the engine rotated, and it's pretty scruffy. So I'll give it a spray of S100 and start brushing, maybe take 2 or 3 applications, and then I'll show you how it turns out. All right, let's do a time check again. It's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, okay, cool. I'm just finishing up on the bottom part of this engine. I've turned it upside down and sprayed the heck out of it, I think twice, if not 3 times, with S100. And you can see it really looks good. It's clean all the way around. So I've got no problem with this. I'll turn it back around vertical, double check to see if there's anything I missed, and then take it inside and just let it dry out. Now, if anybody's worried about the fact that the transmission's open, and I've been spraying water on this, don't worry about it. It's tilted down, so any water that got in that opening just drained right out. Plus the fact, as I said before, the hardest part about doing this is keeping it wet long enough to dry it. I mean, it's dry right now, and I just got finished rinsing it off. Interesting? No, it's not interesting. Uh, it's sad and bothersome. I'm doing this on the 1 year to the day since my good buddy Barney passed away, and Barney used to detail bikes. He could take the nastiest beat up bike and make it look better than the day it came off the assembly line. He was magic. I don't know half of his tricks, but oh my goodness, he could detail a bike. And he passed away exactly 1 year ago, and I do miss him. So, Barney, here's to you. I did my best, and I know you could stand back and say, oh, that looks horrible, Frank. You need to do this, that, and the other. And I don't know what this, that, and the other is, Barney, but this is as good as I can do it. So, once again, this is a favor for a buddy. I'll put this bike together. I've got the rest of the parts in there, and this engine together, shall I say, because I have a personal philosophy of the 3 T's. 3 T's. The 3 T's stand for time, talent, and tools. And I sincerely believe that if you have the time, if you have the talent, and if you have the tools, then frankly you should do any favor asked of you by anybody asking the favor. If you don't, then you're just being not a friend, not a nice guy. So this is a 3T, time, talent, tools, favor for a buddy. He'll reimburse me for the S100. I used 2 $10 bottles, so he'll reimburse me for that, but that's all. This is just me being a good buddy to a good buddy who basically he's a really good buddy and a business associate. He helps me with parts a lot. So anyway, I'm going to turn this over, let it dry, and take it inside, and maybe work on it tomorrow. So, okay, it's 4:45, and I'm going to call it a day. Here sits the engine over here, where it was before, except a tad bit cleaner. Looking pretty good. I pulled the plugs back out, sprayed some WD-40 in the cylinders, cycled the engine through a few times, shot some WD-40 into the intake as I cycled the engine a few times, and shot some WD-40 into the exhaust ports as I cycled the engine through a few times by turning the crankshaft. There may be those among you who say, you shouldn't use WD-40, you should use ABCXYZ. I don't have ABCXYZ, but I do have WD-40. So it'll be fine, and it looks good. And I will probably clean up some of these parts tomorrow and try to get the primary put back together over the next couple of days. So much. I'm tired, going inside.